Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Chia here, back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was the Godspeed? And yeah, guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. Now, before continuing this, if you haven't, then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin with our story. Story begins in a farm in the Sunrise Village, which was at the border of the Elemental Nations. As the said village was quite peaceful, and not many shinobis went there, and it was quite peaceful and silent village as a whole, because it was secluded from all of the elemental nations, quite far away from them. As in the said farm, we see a blonde 19-year-old with three whisker marks on each cheek, sitting and relaxing. In his lap was his 4-year-old daughter, Yuno Namikaze. As a woman walked outside in the porch in which he was resting. Anata, come inside. It's evening. I should put Yuno-chan to bed. Hi, Yujito-chan, I'm coming inside. As then both of them smiled at each other. Yes, Naruto had married Yujito-ni when Naruto saved her, and because of some turns of events. One thing led to another, and here they were now, living peacefully, away from everything, away from both of their villages, in peace. As before Naruto could enter the boundaries of his wall, he stopped. Yujito, take Yuno and stay inside. As Yujito got the gist of it because of her shinobi carrier. Hi, I'll get some kunais ready, just in case. Hi, that will do. I'll deal with them. But if I'm not able to do that, you know what to do. No, I'm sure you will be able to deal with them. As Yujito grabbed Yuno from Naruto, as Naruto turned around and closed the door behind him. As he walked outside, towards the field that was in front of his farm/house. As then 8 shinobis came in front of him. They were none other than Kiba Inuzuka and his partner Akamaru, who have grown up, and Sakura Haruno, his previous teammate Sai, as well as Hinata Yuga, Shino Aburame, Shikamaru Nara, Choji Akamichi, and Ino Yamanaka. What's up, guys? What are you doing here? I'm sure that it is not a surprise visit, because I didn't left where I was going to. No, Naruto, it was quite hard to track you down. Track me down? You're suggesting that I'm some kind of a rogue shinobi or some sort. Last time I checked, they banished me. And they stripped me of my shinobi rights. And they told me to never even enter the land of fire, or I will be executed, as all of them flinched. So, tell me, what can I do for you? As then Hinata then said, Naruto, we need you back. Do you guys think this is some kind of a joke? Once you use a person and then throw his loyalty and him away like a disregarded trash, and when you need it back, just get it back or call it back? Didn't become a lost puppy who will return there, Hinata. Naruto, that village is your home. This place is my home now, Sakura. That place be my birthplace, but that place was never my home. It was nothing more than a hellhole. My prison. Which I should thank my wardens who broke me free from it. As all of them flinched again, as suddenly behind him many Anbus landed as well. Ah, I see. It's finally nice to meet you, Kakashi, after so many years. Naruto, I know what I did, but please, you and all of them did. I blame all of you, not only yourself. So, I asked again, why are you bothering me now? After all these years, you didn't need me, so why now? Konoha is at the verge of war, said Jiraiya, as he dropped his mask. And we need your help. Your mother needs your help. That bitch is not my mother. Naruto, how can you say that about our mother? Said another girl with red hair with yellow streaks. She was Naruto's twin, Natsumi Uzumaki Namikaze. But She was treated as the heir and the only legitimate child of Kushina, and Minato as well, unfortunately, by her and many of the populace of Konoha. And Naruto was quite saddened by this, but it all fell apart when that happened. Flashback. We see 13-year-old wounded Naruto Uzumaki coming back with the unconscious Sasuke on his back, but before he could enter, he was punched again in the guts by his mother. "You damn idiot! Hokage-sama told you to bring him in unharmed." "But, Kajan, don't call me that. My son is dead, Kyuubi. I know you have taken over his body." It's not Kyuubi. It's me. It really is me." "Yeah, nice try. Now watch me deal with the demon. He has fulfilled his usefulness. Avenge your father and your brother." As Natsumi then gathered the Rasengan and thrust it inside Naruto, but he was alive at the time as well. And he was brought again by her. "You will be executed accordingly, demon, and then I will give my brother a proper burial." As then Naruto, still wounded badly, was dragged there, and in front of everyone, she thrust down her Uzumaki chakra chains for execution alongside Kushina with a sick smile on their faces. Suddenly, after that, the Kyuubi was released, as everyone's cheering stopped. As the Kyuubi laughed at their faces, and how it revealed to all of them that what they had done. As we see the Kyuubi laughing now. "Why are you laughing, demon?" "Because you broke me free from my container after killing it. You see, Minato didn't place the seal that you thought he did. I was able to bypass it easily. I am the powerful Kitsune, the Kyuubi no Yoko after all." "But wait, does that mean—" "Yes, you foolish idiots. The one you have been torturing, abandoning, and doing all this stuff to is none other than your son." As Kushina and Natsumi felt as if the ground was stripped from beneath their feet. They have been torturing their own family member. They have even banished him from the Uzumaki clan before his execution. And you know the funny thing is, his father has left a part of his soul inside the seal as well, and he saw everything all of you did. Isn't it funny, Kushina? You blamed me for this. All of your troubles and worries you blamed me for. But the truth was, it was because of your incompetence. No, Kushina said, because of your foolishness, your son has suffered. But since I'm a nice Biju, I will do one thing for my Jinchuriki since I feel pity for him. I will grant him one power, a power that is beyond you all, and his heritage that his father has stored within the seal as well. As Kyuubi put his paw in front of everyone to reveal that there were 2 scrolls of Namikaze clan there. As a seal appeared on Naruto's shoulder as the scrolls went inside of that seal. As some of Kyuubi's yokai went inside Naruto to heal his wounds and jumpstart his heart again. As Naruto wheezed and jumped up as he was looking at everyone. Wait, what? I thought I died. As Naruto looked at his mother, or quote-unquote supposed to be mother, and his other supposed to be family. You really did that, didn't you? I guess father was right. You have gone way too far. I, as the head of the Namikaze clan, banish you both from the Namikaze clan as well. And since I'm no longer a shinobi, as the Hokage has deemed fit, as Tsunade flinched at that, I'll be leaving this place. As they all started to stop Naruto, but nobody could, as the Kyuubi was behind him. I'll lead you outside, kid, far away from this hellhole. You can live there in peace. Thanks, Kurama. No worries, kid. They all are stupid. Oh, before I go, he tapped Natsumi's forehead as Kurama's chakra, the other half, began to enter his system as she screamed in agony and then fell on the ground. What did you do? I took my other half from her. What? Everyone was shocked as they looked at Kushina and Natsumi in betrayal as Natsumi was looking down. Didn't she tell you? Oh, this is legendary. Naruto, are you seeing this? This bitch has the gale to put all the burden and blame on you, but can't even face that the other half of mine is sealed within her own daughter. Wow, what a hypocrite. Mito Uzumaki would be so proud of you, and your parents as well. Heck, even the whole Uzumaki clan might make you the new Uzukage, if they want to. Shut up, said Kushina, enraged. What, can't take the truth? I'm just saying what is the truth, Kushina. Why are you getting mad at? It was all your fault. You are supposed to be the seal mistress of Konoha. Much more competent than Minato, and even Jiraiya. And yet you couldn't see what was in front of your eyes. The thing you desired the most was right in front of you, but you were too blind with hatred and fury at the loss of your husband, because of me, that you blamed your own son. While the daughter had the other half of mine sealed inside of her as well. As Kushina was hyperventilating then, Kyuubi then said, "Goodbye, Konoha. I hope this teaches you a lesson. If you cross him or me, since he's under my protection, your village will be nothing more than a rubble and history." As Kyuubi left with Naruto, as many of his friends pleaded to him, but Naruto didn't even bat an eye, because he could see before his execution they were smirking and laughing at his fate. They were never his friends. It was all a cover to make him stay loyal until his usefulness ran out. After Naruto left from Konoha and Land of Fire as a whole, Naruto was traveling and wandering here and there, with Kyuubi as well. Kyuubi was shrunk down and was now laying on Naruto's shoulder, circling around his neck. That is when he came in contact with the Akatsuki members, Hidan and Kakuzu, who were after Yuji Toni from Kumo and her team, as B was put into paralyzation because of some toxin. Toxin was prepared by sorcery for Hidan to use in the battle. It might be useful because they knew that both of the Jinchurikis, the 8-tails Jinchuriki and the 2-tails Jinchuriki, was on the same team. And it was very useful until Naruto intervened. The new powers that were given to him by the Kyuubi were super speed. He was running at 1,800 miles per hour, and within a blur of blue electricity, a blue blur passed by them, and next thing Hidan knew, he was cut up in 5 to 6 pieces. His neck, torso, middle half, legs, both arms were cut off, and he was laying on the ground. What the fuck happened here? Oi, Kakuzu, I need help. Damn it, I'm busy here, said Kakuzu as he was dealing with the other Genin, or Chunin you can say. Samui, Kari, and Dari. As Kakuzu's 3 hearts, which were behind flying him, also broke out of nowhere. What is going on here? As then Naruto arrived in front of him and thrusted his 2 kunais into his other 2 hearts that were in front, killing him as well. And suddenly Deidara and Sasori dropped by. We were just here in case. Seems like you 2 have failed. Oi, you mouthfucker, come here and save me. What did you call me? Your hand and mouth. God knows what you do with them. I make clay. Yeah, right, he sucks dick with them. Never, ever make fun of my Gekkeigenkai, and for that, you shall know what is true art. Deidara, we should finish the mission first. We are here to extract the Jinchuriki. Take her with us. Before they could, Sasori's puppet bursted into pieces. What the hell is going on? It must be someone here who is doing this. That might be true, said one person as Sasori's throat was slit, but it didn't do anything because it was a puppet. As Deidara was on guard. Deidara, stay on guard. Someone is here. Yujiro was wounded badly and hurt, and was holding on to her breaths while Nibi was doing all she could to heal her, as Naruto then arrived in front of him. Do me a favor and die. Naruto said as he thrusted his kunai into the throat of Deidara. Deidara was laying on the ground as his throat was slit, as huge heaps of blood was leaking out of it. He was having trouble breathing, and Sasori was on guard. But our Rasengan was smashed in his backbone, which caused his soul and his original body to burst out of it. Damn it! I have to use other puppets now, he said, but he couldn't, because for that he needed his puppet body to control. That was all the distraction Naruto needed. Next thing Sasori knew, his head was on the ground. A figure was standing behind him. It can't be. What? Said Sasori before he died. It was none other than the Cubist Jinchuriki, Naruto Uzumaki. But what was he doing here, away from Konoha, and all the way here near Kumo? As Naruto then went towards B and said, "Oh my god, I need to get you help. Where are you from?" "We're from Kumo." "Are you an idiot? Can't you see our headman?" "Yeah, sorry about that." "Well, I was heading there. I can lead you all there." "Kurama, need your help." As Kurama, the said fox, appeared and started to grow until it reached its full size. What the hell?" As Naruto then said, "Is that the Nine Tails?" "It is. Now jump back." As Kyuubi then lifted them up onto his back, as Naruto and Kyuubi made their way back to Kumo. As they arrived at the gates, it was a whole new scenario. As every shinobi, Anbu, and Jonin was there, standing in a battle-ready position as the Raikage was there. As the Kyuubi halted and then shrunk down, it revealed that some of the shinobis from Kumo were injured. As A then said, "B, Yujito, what the hell is going on?" As B then said, "Bro, this boy helped us. Don't hurt him. We'll talk later. Need to get some rest and help. Fast." As after that, Naruto and Kyuubi were brought in but put under watch by Raikage. Naruto stayed in the hospital as well alongside Raikage, as B and other of the teammates were being treated. After they were treated, Naruto was brought into his office alongside B, who was now back to his feet thanks to Gyuki being able to heal him. "So B, tell me straightforward, no rapping included, what was going on there? What happened to the mission and why is the Cubist Jinchuriki here and not in Konoha?" As Killer B explained what happened, that they encountered Akatsuki and they were after Yujito Ni, and more likely the Nibi, the Nekomata. But this kid intervened and saved their asses. So that is basically the short version of it. As after hearing his story, A had a tick mark on his forehead as he turned towards Naruto. Aside from B's short version of the story, I would like to know what is a shinobi from Konoha is doing here. I can tell by the features that you're Yondaim's son, as Naruto's eyes widened. Is it really that obvious? Yes. Wow, then my village people are quite dumb, to be honest. I kind of was banished for holding the Biju and doing my job. I see, said Raikage. So, are you aiming to join another village? No. I don't wish to join any more shinobi villages. They just use us and disregard us as tools. Well, shinobi are basically tools, you fool, said B, looking at Naruto as Naruto gave him a deadpan look. What would you do if your friends laughed at your execution? As B felt quiet. Exactly. You lose trust in them and in people as a whole. So, why save them? I may have lost trust in some people, but that doesn't mean I have lost my humanity. I will save those still who are still in need, aside from those who are aiming to use me and abuse me. Good thoughts, Naruto. So, what are you going to do now? I wish to stay here for a month to restock some of my supplies and get some cash by doing odd jobs here and there. You can work for me now, for 1 month. How about that? It'll sound good. Good. B, you're in charge of him. What? You're just dumping him on me? Do you want Iron Claw on your head? No, bro. I'll deal with him. Fine. If you need anything, just contact me. As after that, Naruto stayed there for a whole month and got close with B and the whole team as well. And precisely more to Yujito. Naruto and Yujito's chemistry hit it off. after Yujito revealed that she kind of liked Naruto, bluntly, because she saw that how Naruto fought and how agile and flexible he was now. And Naruto revealed that he was quite goofy aside from being serious as well. He made new bonds with some people that were not his own and from his enemy village. As after forming bonds, it was finally time before he left. He had enough supplies with him and enough sufficient funds to make him live off for an year or so if he wanted to. As he was standing on the gates, as Raikage then said alongside Team B, Naruto, you're welcome here anytime you want. You have earned our respect and friendship. And you're welcome here with open arms. Thanks, Raikage-sama, but I would still like to wander around. For the first time I'm free from all the duties and from my village glitches. I just want to enjoy some freedom. I hope you don't mind. Not at all. Not at all. It's your life. You know what to do better with it. I just hope you don't fall into their hands. Just keep a watch out for them. And you kinda have to send me some reports if you find anything about them. You know what I mean. Yeah, I know. I get it. They might be still out there searching for some other Jinchurikis. As then Yujito was looking down with a saddened look. Yujito, I'm relieving you from your shinobi duties. As her eyes went, pardon? I know that you have sacrificed so much for our village and always were left alone. Never asked for anything. You are the only shinobi that I know that had no attachment to anyone aside from B and me. And Naruto is the first person you let yourself get vulnerable with. Not even us. So I'm giving you your freedom back. You are to keep him in line after all. As Naruto smiled and so did Yujito. Thank you. I promise I'm still loyal to Kumo. And I'll promise I'll keep him in check. As Naruto chuckled with a sweat drop. As Yujito lumped him into a hug, pushing both of them to the ground as she kissed him. As Samui then said, not cool, man. Go find a room, you two. As Dari and Kari chuckled at that. As B had a nosebleed. Pervert, said Kari as she smacked him on the head. As A laughed. Ah, young love. As Naruto, before he could leave, after saying his goodbye, said to A, please, Raikage-sama, I have only one request from you. Can you not talk about me to Konoha in the Kage Summit? If they ask you if you have seen me, just tell them no. Because now before I left, they knew the truth who I was. And they regretted it, to be honestly, but I don't want to forgive them. Trust me, kid. I know what kind of foolishness Konoha has done. I won't tell nobody, not even a single soul from Konoha where you were. You have my word as a Kage. Thank you, Raikage-sama. I'll take my leave now. As after that, Naruto and Yujito went out to venture on their journey. They went from hopping from town to town towards major villages. The most hardest one was Iwa, as they were captured by their shinobis. And Naruto was about to be executed again, until Naruto revealed what happened to his life, so it kind of turned out that he has already paid for his father's sins by being beaten by his village. Onigi was quite surprised by this and disgusted at the same time. How could a mother do this? And same could be said for Kuretsuchi, because she lost her mother. As Naruto then said that his whole life had been hell, and told the whole council of the Iwagakure story and how he was a nomad now, and just wanted to live freely. Is it too hard to ask? After telling his story and saying these words, Naruto knew that everyone was silenced, as the whole council was in pin-drop silence. As Oniki then said, you are allowed to stay here, but you have to state your reasons. As you know, I am a nomad. I just came here to restock some supplies before I leave, because Akatsuki is out there. We have worked with them. What's so dangerous about them? I know they are strong, but they are nothing more than that. They're after Bijus, all of them. Can you imagine one organization, an S-rank shinobi one, getting control over all 9 Bijus? What could that spell out? Trouble. And I don't trust them. They even tried to kill Yujito here once she was attacked. 2 of the Akatsuki members followed me, Itachi Uchiha and Kisame Hoshigaki, one of the swordsmen from the mist. They wanted the QB. They even tried to kidnap me. But I guess I was saved at the time. By luck or by sheer stupidity of my sensei. I see. You can stay here, but you will be under heavily watch. And while you're staying here, you have to do some jobs for me. I hope you don't mind. Not at all, right? Not at all. Sama. Oniki-sama, I will do this. As after that, Oniki put Kuretsuchi on their charge. As while they stayed together for a whole month, Kuretsuchi also got close to Naruto and Yujito. As she began to develop feelings for both of them. Yes, she was bisexual, so she liked both males and females. She liked both of them. And 1 week before they left, while Naruto and Yujito were about to take the next step of their relationship, she was involved and they had a threesome, for God's sake. As Kuretsuchi revealed her love for both of them. Naruto and Yujito were quite surprised by this but let her in with open arms. As Kuretsuchi felt loved, as if she was really loved. Not a familiar one, but the other one she wanted to experience for all her life. She was feeling it now, as the whole week was paralyzed for her, and after that, and many passionate nights, it was time for both Yujito and Kuretsuchi and Naruto to separate from each other, as the couple had to leave, as Kuretsuchi was saddened. I'm afraid I cannot go, Naruto. You can if you request him to. I really want to, Naruto, but I can't. My duty is here. I'm the next in line to be the Kage of the village. Well, fulfill your dream. You know, I always wanted to be a Kage in my village, but I guess it was never meant to be. We'll keep in touch. After all, you are my one of fiancés, right? No, Naruto, said Yujito, our fiancé. As after Naruto kissed Kuretsuchi, Yujito kissed her as well. As Kuretsuchi blushed and looked down. Do you both mean it? Why wouldn't we? And once we settle down, we'll tell you where our location is, and you can come there as well. Or we can come here to visit you. That'll be great. Just keep an eye out for Katsuki, will ya? They might be coming to your village. It might spell bad for your Jinchurikis. Oniki said, and we better take care of her, Namikaze. If you break her heart, I'll break more bones and pieces of your body than your father could even say yellow flesh. Hi, Tsuchikage-sama. After that, Naruto and Yujito left and departed with a tearful goodbye with Kuretsuchi, but she was happy. Happy that she found love and they have given her a chance. Even if it was a distant relationship, she was still going to continue it, no matter what. As after that, they went to Kiri, and they were already being attacked because their Jinchuriki, Yagura, who was under control, was about to be kidnapped by Obito, or the masked person, and Zetsu. Zetsu in the meantime was killed by a blue blur, which was none other than Naruto, who cut him in 8 pieces, killing him altogether with a Raiton-charged kunai. As the Three Tails was saved, but it was stripped from his Jinchuriki, who died in the process, meaning Yagura died, but Izubu was there, who was broken out of Genjutsu. As Mei and the rest of the rebellion forces were now surrounded, the Three Tails and Naruto, and the masked person who had escaped while Naruto gritted his teeth. Who are you? Said Mei, Terumi, the leader of the rebellion forces. My name is Naruto Namikaze. I was here to stop the Akatsuki because they are after your Bijus. What? They could have got. They just had to ask us. We could have given him to them. They want all 9 Bijus under their thumb. A nomad organization wanted. An S rank missing in an organization. What do you think would happen? As all of them felt chills run down their spine, as Izubu then said, "What is going on?" As everyone was quite surprised for the first time as the turtle talked. As then, Yui spoke, "Oi, Izubu, you were put under Genjutsu." "Those Uchihas, damn it," said Izubu. "Wait, what? What's going on?" said Mei, as everyone was confused. As Izubu began to explain that how he and Yakura were being put under genjutsu by the said masked person. And after that, they knew what was happening or what they were doing, as everyone was quite shocked and surprised by this. And the man is from Akatsuki as well, from his robes, as Mei was shaking in rage. Their Kage, their beloved Yagura, their favorite leader who was turned into a tyrant in suddenly out of nowhere, was being manipulated, being controlled by Uchiha, who was a part of Akatsuki. They're going to make the Akatsuki pay for this, for all the despair they have caused. I lost my friend. I lost myself. I have nothing to say to you all. I apologize. I should have been strong and being able to hold up against that genjutsu, against those cursed eyes, but I couldn't. And for that I apologize. It's alright. We have to keep you safe no matter what. How about I stay here? I can decrease my size and can live in water, away hidden. That'll do, Izubu. That will do. As after that, Yujito and Naruto saving Kiri as well, and Izubu from the clutches of Akatsuki left. As we go towards Amegakure now, as the remaining members of the Akatsuki were there. Itachi, Kisame, and Nagato, Konan, and none other than Madara Uchiha himself. These were the only 5 members left alive while the other were killed off. We have to deal with the Kyuubi. Because of him, we are suffering. We have lost half of our forces, and the cherry on top is that we haven't got a single Biju. We must find his location next, because he has left Kiri, and then hunt him down. And that was the last Akatsuki has heard of him. News spread throughout the whole elemental nations about a person known as Godspeed, who could travel at the speed of light, or ran at the speed of light. He's the fastest man alive ever, and his name was none other than Naruto Namikaze. He, after doing many jobs with his companion Blur, vanished out of nowhere. End of the flashback. Now we know where they resided. So tell me one good reason why I should help Konoha after all that happened, Jiraiya. As Jiraiya looked down, Naruto, whether you hate your home or not, it is what your father would have wanted. No, it isn't what he have wanted. I have proof. What proof? As Naruto put a chakra on the seal that was placed on his shoulder by Kyuubi all those years ago, as a scroll poofed into existence, as it was a letter from Minato. Naruto, if you're reading this letter, then my worst fears have come true. You're betrayed by the village, either or everyone I knew as a friend as well. And if it is that happened, then this is a backup of my heritage that is to belong to you. And if Kushina is alive and mistreats you, you have every right to banish her from the clan, because I know this might happen because of her temperament and her anger. Because what I'm going to do is going to kill me if I am going to seal the Kyuubi inside of you. Trust me, son, I'm sorry for what I'm about to do to you, but it is the only way I can save those people. Even though I hate it, I am still the leader of the village. I have no choice. My hands are tied. I can't ask. I don't have the guts to ask for any other child from some parent to put this burden onto. And that is why I trust you, my son. I trust you and your judgment. If you leave the village one day, if it ever comes down to that, I will support you, no matter what. The village be damned. My Hokage duties be damned. After this was revealed, everyone was quite surprised and shocked. So, there you have it. Now you can go and fight whatever you want to fight. But Naruto, there are 3 villages, Kumo, Kiri, and Diva. All of them are ganging up, and Suna is no better. They're also joining forces with them, and that is in talks, while Konoha is left alone. And is that my problem? As everyone was quite surprised by this again. Naruto, why are you so cold? You taught us that. I taught you many things. Many things I taught you. But you never listened. You never understood. You always overlooked my way. Then why all of a sudden now, when you need help, you come crawling back to me? You should be training for fighting wars, not coming here. If the 3 villages are going to attack, Correction. 4. I can talk to Yuito and I can talk to Kurasuchi and Gara. And even Asama, but Sama, yeah, she's your deal. I don't know how to stop her. We'll deal with her. Yeah, deal with her. Why don't you deal with all of them? I'm not going to just let her walk into your den like that, because I know you are stronger than her, but combined villages against one? No, you're weak. You don't even hold a Jinchuriki. And what about the Akatsuki then? They don't know where I am, and as for them, I have hunted down almost all of them. Nagato and Konan found me one day. But something interesting happened that day. What? Jiraiya said. Flashback. 2 or 3 years has passed since the Godspeed has disappeared, and he was still living in the Sunrise Village when Konan and Nagato arrived there after locating Naruto Uzumaki's chakra there. As they knocked on the door, Naruto Uzumaki, you are to come with us peacefully before we do something rash. Nagato, Konan, how do you know about us? I know many things. Just come and sit down. Why don't we have a chat first? Humor me. What is this plan of yours? I want to know. I'm quite interested. Why are you after our lives? I'm not after your lives. It is just necessary that I need Bijus, and you're just a casualty that will happen. That is why I'm interested. What is this jutsu that you're so after about? As Nagato began to explain this whole plan that Zetsu once told him, or Madara has once told him, as a laughing was heard as 2 little Bijus came in front of them and jumped on their desk. You are wrong, Ninken. What do you mean, Kyubi? That jutsu is prepared for only one thing. Influence Tsukuyomi is used for draining the chakra of every living being and turn it into a chakra fruit after reviving the 10 tails. And that fruit will be eaten by the Rinnegan user, and then Black Zetsu will be the key to free the mother of all chakra, Kaguya Otsutsuki. He was the will of Kaguya who was away and broken away from her at the time of her sealing. You wanna know how I know this? How? Because we were all raised by the sage of the sixth path himself. He feared that his mother will come back one day, and that is why he has warned us all. The day will come when a Rinnegan user will come and free Kaguya. But you can stop that, chain that destiny, Nagato. I know Yahiko died because of some greedy bastards, but think about it. Such that, would Yahiko have approved of that? No, said Nagato and Konan. Why don't you start a new life? Live somewhere else, away from these chains, the shackles that tie you down with this path. You have already fulfilled Nagato's wishes. You brought peace to Amegakure where he wanted peace. As for the whole world, it is hard to achieve. No matter how hard you try to achieve peace, no matter how long the peace will preserve, there will always be skirmishes, wars, and hatred. You cannot never get rid of it. It is necessary for the good. As Nagato finally understood Naruto's words and Kyubi's, I see. It was nice talking to you both. I guess I'll be taking my leave. Konan, we're leaving. Akatsuki and this life behind. Would you mind accompanying me in the new life? As Konan blushed, and so did Nagato as they left. After that, they were nowhere to be seen. End of the flashback. But what about the masked person, Madara Uchiha? Oh, you know about him then. Let me drop another bomb on you, Kakashi. It was your teammate Obito Uchiha all along. As everyone's eyes widened even more. What? What do you mean? It was Obito Uchiha all along. And he came here as well. I tried to reason with him, but he was already long gone. He wanted Rin. Rin this, Rin that. I just sent him towards her Rin by killing him. As everyone was deadly quiet, Naruto was talking about killing. And I can do the same here, Naruto said as his eyes flashed with electricity, and so did his whole body with lightning. After all, I'm known as Godspeed. As his voice deepened, I'm giving you 2 seconds to leave my territory, or you will face consequences. I will be leaving. Mission failure, abort, said Jiraiya as all of them retreated. As Jiraiya stopped there, before leaving, and so did Natsume. Naruto. For all that happened, and what it's worth, I'm sorry. It's too late for sorries now. There's no way we can amend our burnt bridges. Hope you have a happy life though. Because it is what you always desired. Killing the demon and enjoying the life. The demon is dead though. Enjoy your life now. And after that, Naruto's other sister and his godfather were quite surprised when a little girl with blonde hair and red streaks came running to the door. "To-chan!" As Natsume was quite shocked by this, and so was Jiraiya, as Naruto lifted her up in his arms as he chuckled. "You know, meet Natsume. Natsume Uzumaki and Jiraiya of the Sannin." "Ero Sannin! Natsume-ne-chan. I know about you too. But why are the bad guys here?" As both of them felt their hearts shattered. Such an innocent kid, calling them bad guys. They really were. Well, they were here to say sorry. Did Papa forgive them? Yeah, he did, didn't he? Naruto said, looking at them with seriousness. Yeah, Gaki, he did. Now, it was nice meeting you both. You know, why don't you say bye to them? Bye-bye, Yuna said, waving her hand, as Naruto shut his door close, as both of them were standing there before they left. As both of them were silent, as Natsume then said, I just hope that it's too late to hope now, Natsume, said Jiraiya. There's nothing we can do. We should prepare for the war. As when they arrived back, they arrived at the site, which horrified all of them. Konoha was no more. All 4 villages had struck them with their Jinchurikis, and there was nothing remaining there. Shinobi's dead bodies laid there. Many shinobi clan heads were able to survive by evacuating alongside some of the civilians, but the council members all were hunted down and killed and maimed. Civilians and elders, mainly, and Danzo's route as well. Tsunade was still there, sitting on a throne made out of stones, with both of her hands on her forehead as it was slumped. As Kushina was there as well, bruised badly, and many of the clan heads. So, what happened? He didn't arrive. He denied us. Should have thought about that, said Tsunade with pain in her voice, as she looked at Natsume, more like Kushina looked at Natsume. Did he know? He has a family there, Kachan. He has a daughter named Yuna. I met her. And you know what? She's really a bubbly personality, a bundle of joy. She was quite nice and well-mannered. I see. He said that we should enjoy living our lives, since the demon is dead, said Natsume, finally breaking down. Her voice cracked. They knew what they had done, and there was nothing they could do to revert it back. As we see Naruto and Yujito walking their house up back in the Sunrise Village. Are you sure it is right time to visit her? I mean, she is busy and all, said Yujito. Oh, come on, Yugi-chan, you worry too much. As Kurama then said from inside the, you know, Brad, women's always worry. As Nibi then put a paw on his head. Kurama, be nice. She's just worried about her family and her other partner, as Yujito blushed about that. Nibi, as both of them just laughed. Yeah, you tease, it's okay. I tease, it's bad. Because you're too unfiltered, said both Naruto and the said cat. As after that, the Namikaze family left and arrived at Iwagakure, inside Tsuchikage's office, to see Kuretsuchi sitting there. Hey honey, how have you been doing? As Kuretsuchi jumped out of the table and hugged both of them. It's good to see you both. Mama, Kuretsuchi, said Yuno, as Yuno hugged her legs. As Kuretsuchi lifted her up and hugged her. Ah, my precious bundle of joy, it's so nice to meet you. She gave a sloppy kiss on her forehead, as all of them chuckled. So, where is Inosuke. He's outside boasting about how he's the strongest shinobi alive and all, and the fastest one. Oh, Inosuke, come inside. Sup, Dad? Sup, Mama Yugi? I didn't know you were coming. Well, we did. And what's this about boasting that you're the fastest man alive? Oh, yeah, old man, you're just growing old. I'm the fastest one alive. Oh, yeah, you wanna go? Too. Wants to race. Oh, is here too, said Inosuke as he lifted her up. He was happy to see his sister as well. As after that, Naruto and Inosuke got into a stance. Oh boy, here they go again. As Kurotsuchi shook her head, as Yuji said these words, as both of them dashed away in purple and blue lightning, as the pink lightning followed them. Wait, where did Yuno go? As Yuji facepalmed, as Kurotsuchi laughed. Looks like your daughter as well, honey, has the same powers as my son. Oh boy. Two were more than enough. Now another one? It's going to be a hard life for us. Yup, it is. But we won't have it any other way, won't we? Yup, won't have it any other way. As it was peaceful for the rest of the four villages who have formed alliance and peace with each other. But for the arrogant Konoha, it was their doom and destruction. As those who have survived gathered up and left, some of them stayed and rebuilt the village into a civilian populace, a minor village. As for Natsumi and Kushina, the both Uzumakis, now not Nomikazes, were quite shocked and saddened by this, and had to live the rest of their life now, knowing the fact that the one they called the demon, the one they aimed to destroy, was their son and brother. And as if Kami was playing a cruel joke on them, or were they playing a cruel joke for themselves, they had to face the consequences now. There was nothing they could do about it. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out. Peace.